We all know by now what happened on November 28th, 2020. One YouTube superstar and one basketball dunking legend went to battle.
Time, ain't that what they say?
You betcha.
Oh!
Jake Paul caught Nate Robinson on the way.
Good night, Irene.
Robinson goes.
Caught him.
Oh,
God.
hands it down.
Lord have mercy.
Robinson.
Oh, Jesus.
Foley got up.
Lead me on.
Trying to
Good
get
night, Irene. Oh,
Jesus,
Mamma mia.
Well, not really. After Jake Paul destroyed Nate Robinson in the undercard of the Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. fight, it feels like Nate still can't dodge the memes. I mean, memes after memes after memes after I made this one after memes. But you get the point. But then the idea got to me. These are not boxers I was watching. Yeah, it may be boxing, but I couldn't see any of the two going in a ring with people like Canelo, Triple G, or even Javante Davis. But while I was also thinking that thought, another came to mind. There are basketball players out there who could be real contenders if they worked on their craft for 2 to 3 years. And heck, with the millions and millions of dollars and probably all the connections at their fingertips, I wouldn't be surprised if a basketball player could train 6 to 12 months and go the distance with a pro fighter. Not like contender pro, but you get the point. So in today's video, I'll be ranking 4 basketball players I think can realistically be boxers. At number 4, Blake Griffin. Standing at 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan and weighing in at 249 pounds, Blake Griffin would already have an advantage on paper. But this isn't the only reason I chose Blake Griffin. I chose Blake because he's an absolute unit. And being a fantastic dunker will mean he has strong legs and won't go down as easily. Oh, Nate was a dunker too. No, but the reason Blake is different is because he is a power forward, which means he uses his legs to box out and maneuver around big men in the league. If I had to guess what Blake's record would be in his first 10 pro fights, he would probably be 5-5. 4 decision wins, 1 knockout, and 5 decision losses. Now the decision losses could also be knockouts, so I'm not saying he can't get knocked out. He would also probably be a point puncher, having most if not all of his fights by decision. Body wise, and the way he most likely will box with the right trainers will be Anthony Joshua. Alright, relax boxing fans, I'm not calling him Anthony Joshua. Of course he's not going to get on that level, but you know what I'm saying. But like AJ, Blake Griffin will utilize the jab and hooks while being composed and conditioned. At number 3, we have Rondo. Rondo is standing at 6'1" with a 6'9" wingspan. Rondo will of course be fighting in the light heavyweight division after he loses a couple of pounds. I bet you've seen Rondo throw hands with Chris Paul.
Also, so he's gone no matter what. Everybody else seemed to be a peacemaker except for those 3. So I think you're going to see those 3 ejections.
But I think Rondo could be a legit boxer. His stamina and quickness will be his strong suit. I also believe Rondo's punches would pack some power and opponents wouldn't be able to touch him because he has a 6'9" wingspan and he's only 6'1". This brings up big advantage to him because it gives him room to play with the jab, but also he's short enough to scrap with the smaller fighters. Out of 10 fights, he would be 6-4. 2 wins by knockouts and 4 by decision, and 1 knockout loss and 3 decision losses. Comparison, I couldn't find a boxer like Rondo's suit. But I guess I'm going to compare him to Triple G. Triple G utilizes jab a lot, and I see Rondo probably using his jab a lot too. So yeah, Rondo's just a different breed. At number 2, Kristaps Porzingis. Standing at an astounding 7'3" and 240 pounds, Kristaps will cause problems for heavyweights with his 7'6" wingspan. He will move around the ring and be crafty with his punches. Kristaps actually does boxing in his free time to train for the season, and his brothers are big boxing fans as well. So if you bring in an experienced fighter say Tyson Fury to train him, I don't see why Kristaps can't be an amazing fighter, let alone a contender. Through 10 fights, Kristaps would be between 7 and 8 wins, and majority by knockout. The comparison I'm making is Fury and Nikolay Volov. I don't know how to say that. But Nikolay was a 7-foot boxer who went 50-2 and even beat the likes of Holyfield. And looking at the stats, most 7-foot fighters rarely lose. I mean, it's surprising. And at number 1, you saw it in the thumbnail, LeBron James. It can't be disputed that one of the greatest athletes to ever walk on this earth is LeBron James. Despite people calling him soft, I think LeBron James will be a great fighter in the boxing ring. Standing at 6'9", 250 pounds, and a 7-foot wingspan, LeBron has the physicals. But LeBron wouldn't be only a great fighter because of his physical attributes. He'll be a great fighter because of his connections with people like Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, Deontay Wilder, and many other champions. He will take their knowledge and info to become a great fighter. I feel like LeBron wouldn't only be textbook with jabs, but he'll also be a hard hitter as well. I predict through 10 fights, he goes 9-1. Alright, let me rephrase that. They're not going against contenders. They're going against these casual pros. I just want to make that clear. And just like Kristaps, LeBron also does a boxing workout in the off season. So it's not like he's a newbie to the sport. Comparison is Deontay Wilder with a splash of textbook and jabs and hooks. Wilder, I'm not saying you don't got jabs and hooks. I'm just saying that, like, more textbook. Please don't hit me. All right, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Hey, if you like this video and don't want to end up like Nate Robinson, make sure you like and subscribe. That's not a threat. It's a promise. Anyway, man, y'all know it's your boy Shifty Dame. We on the road to 10K, and I'm out. Peace.
Come on, Dad, let's go. I've been holding it since they put the dome over the town.
You can wait. A lot of people work really hard on this film, and all they ask is for you...
Like and subscribe.
Well, I want to make sure...
They also check out the other videos on the screen.
Phew.
Okay. Woo! Floor popcorn.
Wait. It looks like Maggie has something to say. Oh my God, her first word.
Subscribe.